everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
First carry here for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their veteran quarterback, the former USC Trojan, Carson Palmer.
There are a number of big quarterbacks in the NFL now, but I still remember the first time I met Carson Palmer. He was at USC, and he came into a meeting, and I thought they were bringing him the tight end, not the starting quarterback.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Get ready. Regular.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Gives to Johnson. Room here to run. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal, 3rd rounder out of Northern Iowa, and I think last year started as a 4th string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produced as the year went on. Remember, can run it. He can catch it. He was a wide receiver at Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran one back for a touchdown in 2015.
They go to Johnson again, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now on 4th down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't
I guess.
turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Still on his feet. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 89 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Rams defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
95. Blue 95. Sally 19. Sally 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
Second down now after the incompletion.
All right now. Blue 58. Regular. Mirror. Sally 19. Sally 19. All right now.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The play clock's running down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. He hits Floyd on the right. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's go, let's go.
Palmer will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Still 2nd down.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
They come up in an offset eye. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And Gurley having a big day, and they're winning. That's a big reason why. 2012, his freshman year at Georgia, first game he was a backup. He came off the bench, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard kick return. He started every game in his career since.
And he should have, because he is one of the most dynamic forces to enter the NFL, the running back position, in many years. And I think he's only going to keep getting better.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Again, they run with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. $5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
From the gun on third down. Goff. It's complete to Britt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. Green, 39.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, the juke.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's got Floyd out left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Right now, blue 58. Blue 58.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Sally, regular.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And that is incomplete.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Let's go. Blue 58. Regular.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. And that'll be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on fourth down.
Right now, Blue 58.
Fourth down, here's Palmer. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Now a first down throw, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a handoff for Gurley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals trail right now, but with another half to play, there's time to turn it around. The Rams came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Rams with the football midway through the first. Gurley's got a running lane here, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. They'll take the early advantage. Rams with the ball early in the second. Quick pass and completion is made here. Rams now later on the drive, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Gurley's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he scoots into the end zone for a second TD.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now Palmer on first down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Palmer now to throw on third down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And Gresham has it left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
All right, now.
Now Palmer. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when the guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Another carry now for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now Goff on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Now a first down throw, gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the option going right. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Regular. Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They come up in an offset eye.
Blue 58. Solid. Get ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Regular. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Get ready. Solid 19.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Solid 19.
Now Palmer on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Four down. All right, now. Blue 58. Blue 58. Mirror.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey. All right, now. Blue 19. Solid 19.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
58. Blue 58. Regular. Team. Get ready. Blue 58.
On first down, it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Regular. Sally 19. Blue 58. Blue 58.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Palmer will throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go. 1-18.
Here's Johnson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Regular. Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On 2nd down, Palmer. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in.
You're so kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the 2nd, 3rd level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them, but also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. 3rd down now following the run.
Here we go. Green.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just now being blown out of the way was a big start and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Rams defense, we watch them get set to go. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
To throw is Palmer. His throw incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Back to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here we go with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Under 10. Here we go. Wide.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Mirror.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Steve Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he loses the football a second time. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could to get in the end zone. They coughed it up.
I think you're exactly right on that. You do what you have to do to try and win the game. They gave it a shot. You're exactly right about a fumble, then to finishing the game, getting the recovery. Wow, a strange ending, but a heck of a game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.